Welcome to the Smoke Learning channel. In this video, I am going to get you started using the desktop paint tool located in the Smoke Tools tab. If you're interested in learning about the ConnectFX paint tool, then please choose the YouTube link or iTunes download. The main workflow regarding the desktop paint tool is that it is detached from your edited sequence. So typically you would be using the thumbnail view or media library to work with individual sources and then place the result in your edit. Now there are a variety of ways to enter into Paint, so let's start with the simplest. You can click the Paint button, and on the right you can set the expected inputs to none. This means you go into Paint with nothing selected and paint on a black frame. You can also set the resolution before entering Paint. Click anywhere on the thumbnail view to enter into Paint. So having the ability to paint on a black frame can be very useful for a variety of tasks. This includes creating quick sketches all the way up to creating complex graphic designs. You could also load in various source clips for other tasks such as wire removal, image cleanup, and motion graphic designs. We will be using some of the other expected inputs in upcoming videos. For the first example, I'm going to load in a frame as my front image. The cursor turns red and tells you to pick a front. By selecting a clip as the front input, it will be the clip that you will be painting on. I'll select a clip and the cursor goes white. This is asking you to choose the location where the result clip will be placed. I'll place the result over here and enter into Paint. The Paint interface is full of creative tools, and there are quite a few to get through. But the easiest way to maintain your sanity is to navigate the Paint interface from the left and work your way over to the right. Starting on the left, you will see that the Paint tool is divided up into 3 sections. Paint contains the standard freeform paint tools. You can paint freely to perform any task. As you paint on the image, your strokes are committed directly to the current frame you are painting. Graphics is another set of tools that allows you to create editable shapes that can be customized after creating them. The shapes are applied across time on every frame of the source, but need to be rendered in order to commit them onto the image. So remember that the graphics tools are editable, but the paint tools are not. And finally, cutout. This allows you to cut out a section of your frame and move it around. This particular set of tools is leapfrogged by what you can do with masking in ConnectFX. And for that reason, these videos will be focusing on the tools in the Paint and Graphics menus. For the last half of this video, let's look at some of the basic functionality in the Paint Canvas menu. The Canvas menu is for freehand painting. Here you can scroll through the brush palette and simply select a brush. You can set the brush size in the brush options, but a more intuitive way to adjust the brush size is to hold down the Q keyboard shortcut and click and drag the cursor, and you can size the brush to your liking. The color pot indicates the color you are painting with. You can click in the main color pot to call up the color picker and manually set a color. To pick a color from your image, you can hold Ctrl-Shift and click on your image to sample the color. There is also a small color palette at the bottom of the screen. This comes with the standard set of colors that you could just click to select. But if you want to save your current color, just click down and hold the cursor over any of the color pots, and the color will be replaced with the current color. This palette can be saved or reset through the Load and Save buttons if desired. You can now start drawing on the image. The paintbrush is pressure sensitive, and this will affect you depending if you are using a pen and tablet or a 3-button mouse. If you're using a pen and tablet, the pressure is controlled by how hard you press on the tablet. However, if you're using a mouse, squeezing the mouse buttons will not increase the pressure. The left and middle buttons will apply different levels of pressure. A better way to control the brush pressure is to go to the brush attributes and change the pressure setting from pressure mode to constant mode. This means that by using a mouse or pen or tablet, you will always have full pressure of the brush, and you can manually adjust the pressure to what you need. Now, one unique feature when painting with the canvas menu is that you can shrink the interface to see more of the image. Swiping to the left edge or right edge of the screen will shrink the interface, giving you more room to paint. Swiping the edges again will return the paint menu back to its regular height. For working in more detail, you will find the navigation controls located to the right of the interface. Or you could use Control Command to pan the image. A few more important points before we move on to the next video. You only have one undo when you're working with the paint tool, so you can undo your last set of strokes. However, there is no actual eraser tool in Desktop Paint. If you wish to erase the strokes over the original image, set the paint mode to Reveal and choose to reveal the front. So when painting on the image, you are erasing the previous strokes. Just switching back to Paint allows you to continue painting as before. Finally, you have two reset buttons. The button that says Reset will only reset the tools and not clear the paint strokes. The Reset All button will reset all the menus and any uncommitted paint strokes on the current frame. In an upcoming video, you'll go deeper into the paint tool using downloadable examples to clean up the image. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the Smoke Learning channel for future videos.